and welcome to my channel, Modern Modiste, or welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy you're watching my video right now. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made the mermaid skirt I showed in the beginning of this video. I'm calling it a mermaid skirt because it has a look and a shape of a mermaid's tail, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a very simple sew up, very easy to make, and yeah, I actually did it months ago. I just never took pictures in it, and I finally went and took pictures in the skirt, so I was able to edit this video. Timestamps will be in the description box. Let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so I cut 2 of each like it says in my fabric cuts picture, and I'm going to sew them together with the French seam on one side and then hem the other edges with a double fold hem. I'm going to show you now what I mean by that. First, I sew the 2 top portions together along one of the long sides, wrong side spacing, and that's the key. I'm sewing a French seam, so I'm going to sew the 2 together wrong sides together and then turn them right side spacing with the seam folded to the inside. Then sew that raw edge into the seam like this. Then I'm going to hem the 2 remaining long edges with a double fold hem. And I repeated the same process with the 2 bottom portions of the skirt. And here's what I'm left with: the raw edge hidden in the seam and these 2 edges hemmed. And the same for this bottom portion. Now I'm going to gather the top edge of this bottom portion by setting my stitch length to the longest length my machine will allow and sewing 2 stitches along the top edge and back stitching at the beginning of each stitch but not at the end, leaving about 5 inches of thread on each of these stitches at this end to pull on when gathering. Now I'm going to gather this bottom portion so that the length of the top edge is the same as the length of the bottom edge of the top portion of the skirt by pulling the top threads of the stitches with one hand while pulling the fabric in the opposite direction with the other. Once it's fully gathered, I pinned it to the top portion, right side spacing, and sewed the 2 together. Then I switched out my foot for an overlock foot, and I overlock stitched the raw edge. Then I top stitched.
I pinned the sides together at the seam, connecting the bottom and top portions, and then up the side of the skirt. Then I tried on the skirt and realized I had to shorten it to achieve the length I wanted it to be, so I cut the excess length from the top, and then I sewed the two together. Now it's time to sew the waistband. I cut a piece of my elastic that fits snug around my waist. Then I folded in the top edge 1/2 inch and then folded it again 1 inch, leaving an opening to feed my elastic through. Then I put a safety pin at the end of my elastic because it helps to feed the elastic through, and I fed my elastic through the casing all the way until the other end of the elastic was fully through. I pinned the edges of my elastic together, then I sewed those two together. Then I stretched the waistband to pull the elastic fully in, and then I closed the opening I left for the elastic. Then I went and stitched about 1/4 inch from the top edge while stretching the elastic, just because I like the detail it adds. And then lastly, I finished the skirt by hemming the bottom edge with a double fold.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. I appreciate all of you subscribers and everyone who watches my video, and I'm excited for my next video. See you then. Bye.